Starting to warm up and many people are looking forward to traveling again. For some, this means planning a summer or spring break trip. But we are in the middle of a pandemic and there are some risks associated with traveling, both physical and financial. Monty Donaldson for the Better Business Bureau joins us now to tell us what we need to do when we are planning a trip in order to minimize those risks. All right, Monty, so where do we start?
Well, Devin, the weather's getting beautiful. People are getting vaccinated, so they're ready to get out and go have a good time. So the first thing they need to do is just think smartly. Like, you need to stay inside for a long time and kind of quarantine yourself if you're getting ready to go on a trip. And the same thing when you get back. Just make a good choice to begin with. But as far as tips from the BBB, you want to check that where you're going are following all the rules. And you might even want to get some travel insurance.
Right. Let's talk about the fact that some places have travel restrictions.
Absolutely, like Hawaii. If you go to Hawaii, you have to stay in your hotel room. You cannot leave your hotel room for 10 to 14 days. So every resort, any vacation home you're going to, you should be checking with whoever you're renting from, wherever you're trying to stay, and say, what are your rules? And, what kind of things have you put in place?
Right. It sounds like you don't want to go to Hawaii right now if you have to stay in your hotel room. All
No,
right.
you don't.
Something else you touched on, travel insurance. A lot of people always roll the dice and say, I don't need it, but you're saying it's a good idea.
It is a good idea, but read the fine print, and the BBB actually has a whole tip sheet on travel insurance, so I suggest folks watch that. But the main thing is, take a lot of precautions. And another thing is take a pandemic kit with you. Have it in your car. It should have wipes, masks, sanitizer, things like that. So if you have to go somewhere, you're ready. And then another thing is you might want to consider driving rather than flying.
That way you can get home quickly if you need to.
And you have snacks with you in the car. You're not having to stop as much.
All right. Yeah, well, some great advice. Again, bbb.org if you have any other questions about traveling during this time. Monty, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Devin.